You're listening to the Unfinished Projects podcast with your host, Amy Chen.
Welcome to the Unfinished Projects podcast, where rejected ideas are accepted. I'm your host, Amy Jans. Feel free to follow, like, share, whatever. Just help the algorithm, please. Help the algorithm. Yes, so today we are getting into the Lizzie McGuire revival. Hilary Duff, she just did an interview with Cosmopolitan magazine and revealed the plot of what it could have been. But she says it's not done with. She phrased it where it's like, it's not dead, but it's not alive. Something like that. So for those of you who don't know at all what Lizzie McGuire is, I'll tell you the premise. Okay, well, first of all, it was on the Disney Channel, I think in like 2000, let me check, hold on. Okay, so the first episode of Lizzie McGuire aired on the Disney Channel January 12th, 2001. And oh my gosh, thank goodness that show existed because I related so much to Lizzie McGuire. She was quirky and weird and anxious and self-conscious, and she really resonated with me personally. And I loved her friendship dynamics with Miranda and Gordo, and the parents were awesome. Like the one guy was in Revenge of the Nerds, and it was just a solid show there wasn't a show like it at all at that time for tweens. And tweens are, I guess you would consider between the ages of 10 and 15, perhaps, or 10 to 14, maybe some would argue. But it was just like there for me at the right time. And I just remember being sick one day and just being on the couch and watching Lizzie McGuire, and it like would heal me watching that show because it was a way. It was weird. It was a way of expressing myself by watching that show, if that makes sense. Anyway, so the premise of the original show is the series follows Lizzie McGuire, a 13-year-old girl who faces the regular personal and social issues of teenage years alongside her best friends, Miranda and Gordo, in junior high. Yes. And cite that it's from Wikipedia, the Lizzie McGuire Wikipedia page. All right. Anyway. Okay. So I'm going to give away the plot. So in this Cosmopolitan interview, Hilary revealed that she said, my character was moving back home with her parents because she caught her soon-to-be fiance cheating on her. And she was falling flat on her face at the moment and being like, I need to pivot because everything that I thought wasn't. And I'm turning 30. What the fuck? That's such a great plot. And again, super relatable to me. I had a quarantine breakup in New York City. Lizzie would have been in New York City, and she moves back home with her parents, and that's what happened to me. So anyway, if you guys are looking for a substitute for the Lizzie McGuire reboot, just please follow all my stuff, follow my vlogs. It's going to be my journey of getting my butt back into New York City or LA. I miss LA every day, but it'll most likely be New York City. So yeah, so follow my journey. I'm doing so much to try to like get out the door. If you are sad about the revival not happening right now, just follow all my stuff, please. Follow all my stuff. This is the real stuff here. They should let me in the writer's room. Come on, I want to write. I'll pitch a pilot. I've got my writer's packets. Okay, anyway, tangent. The revival was first announced at the Disney Plus D23 Expo in August of 2019. And it was announced, Hilary Duff herself was there to announce it. And so then they began production in November of 2019. in New York City. And then it came to a halt. It was officially canceled. Hold on. You notice when people are thinking, they go like this? What is that? Like, why do we do that as humans? There should be a research paper, like a thesis, why people go when they are thinking. What is that? So funny. Okay, hold on. Let me think. When they first announced it, they described the show revival being as this. It picks up as Lizzie McGuire. She's about to turn 30 and she has it all. Her dream job as an assistant to just living that fun, climbing the ladder New York City life. And she had supposedly, she was going to live in Brooklyn, her dream guy. And so that's how they kind of explained it. Here's the timeline. So they announced it in August 2019. They began filming in November, and then they finally canceled it of December 2020. So sad, guys. Now, here's where I have to say, I was so excited about this, but what was super cool is that the star, Hilary Duff herself, was so pumped for this. Like, you could tell. She posted on her Instagram, her Twitter, and the way she talked about Lizzie was with such love that I was so, like, excited. I'm, like, starting to tear. I'm, like, I really wanted this to happen. But, I mean, I was just, like, so happy that Hilary Duff herself was, like, excited, because I know a lot of celebrities, they run away from what launched their career, when really it's like, I never understood that, man. Like, I get it. Like, you don't want to be seen as the child star or whatever. But I was just so happy to see Hilary Duff happy to take on the role that we all loved. And what was beautiful was their intentions was to have Lizzie matured and have adult themes in this show. That is exactly where the tension seemed to be happening, because so it seems that the original showrunner Terry Minsky and Hilary Duff were like collabing excellently, like both really on the same page with how they envisioned the Lizzie McGuire reboot. And because Minsky told Variety magazine, let me find that. Okay, interview done by Joe Otterson. And this interview was done on February 26, 2020. And this is where the quote is being pulled from. So the original showrunner, Terry Minsky, she actually departed, but she said, "I'm so proud of the 2 episodes we did. Hilary has a grasp of Lizzie McGuire at 30. Why am I going to cry? I love Lizzie McGuire. Okay. That needs to be seen. It's a wonderful thing to watch. I would love the show to exist, but ideally, I would love it if it could be given that treatment of going to Hulu and doing the show that we were doing. That's the part where I'm completely in the dark. It's important to me that this show was important to people. I felt like I wanted to do a show that was worthy of that kind of devotion." Like, it seemed like the showrunner was on the page of having adult themes. Hilary Duff wanted that. And then Hilary Duff, she shared a story of a show being pulled. What was that called? Love Simon. It was pulled because of like adult themes or something like that. And Hilary Duff reshared on her story. She goes, "Sounds familiar, ... And I were like, ooh, okay. We're starting to kind of, she said it without saying it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so on February 28th, Hilary, she published a statement on Instagram, and that statement was this: "Was incredibly excited to launch Lizzie on Disney Plus, and my passion remains." Even just reading it, like, I'm like talking like my 11-year-old self again. However, I feel a huge responsibility to honor the fans' relationship with Lizzie, who, like me, grew up seeing themselves in her. I'd be doing a disservice to everyone by limiting the realities of a 30-year-old's journey to live under the ceiling of a PG rating. It's important to me that just as her experience as a preteen teenager navigating life were authentic, her next chapters are equally as real and relatable. It would be a dream if Disney would let us move the show to Hulu if they were interested, and I could bring this beloved. Beautifully said, Hilary. Mic drop. Yes. Oh, come on, Disney. Either do the show just like that, or let it go. We want edgy. Like, we don't want stuff sugar coated. We related to Hilary because she was going through the awkward preteen stuff, like shopping for your first bra, stuff along those lines. That, like, we were embarrassed, but we felt relieved and not alone because Lizzie was talking about that kind of stuff. So with stuff going through in your 30s, yeah, we need to mature with that. And I can't imagine limiting Hilary Duff and like sugarcoating it. That's garbage. I'm sorry. Garbage. Come on. So, I do hope it doesn't sound like Hilary Duff is totally like squashed on the idea of doing it again, and I'm definitely rooting for this show to be bloomed like a beautiful flower, and also have me in the writing room. I do have writer's packets, so yes, have me in the writer's room. I know the voice of Lizzie McGuire. Anyway, those who don't ask don't get fed. Anyway, I hate that phrase. Those who, it's such, it's like, oh, we'll throw them a bone. God, it's messed up. Like, no, out of the goodness of your heart, you should feed people who are doing hard work. You should acknowledge people doing hard work, right? That quote, it irritates me. Anyway, the show that she posted on her Instagram stories was Love Victor, not Love Simon. And that's when she said, sounds familiar to a show on Disney Plus being canceled due to adult themes. So, and yeah, it was creative differences. Even the showrunner, she left. I read that the showrunner, the shakeups with the show happened while poor Hilary Duff was still on her honeymoon. Oh God, poor Hilary Duff. I can't imagine, like, being on your honeymoon and finding out your dream project just was squashed. Oh, man, it was a heartbreak to every millennial out there. But yeah, this show, can we talk about this? We need more shows for millennials to relate, okay? Because I love all these, like, high school shows that are out, like, Gossip Girl reboot, Euphoria. Now they're having Degrassi is coming out again. Sex Lives of College Girls. There's just like so much content for people under 21. And oh my God, they're making it so edgy. And like when I was that age, it was not that edgy, all this stuff. Like Degrassi was as edgy as it could get. But anyway, so it's like they're definitely catering towards, Gen Z. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Keep shining. Got your back. But millennials, we need some content to relate to. We really do. And because they always paint millennials as like they've got their lives together, married, children. No, guys, that's not the reality. Like my friends who are my age were all degenerates. Like, dude, life, the American dream for millennials. I'm not even gonna get into this. I'm gonna have freaking trolls arguing me. But anyway, my point is, life is different. Life is difficult for millennials. Give us a break. Give us a bone. Gosh, we're out here trying. But the whole thing about like millennials having their lives together, it's actually not typical. So to watch films of millennials who have their own apartment in New York City, have the perfect partner, it's just not realistic. And so I would love to see realistic shows about like a group of degenerate 30 something year olds, 40 something year olds just trying to figure life out still. I really don't know a show like that. And it's like, yeah, even in your 40s, like people don't have it all figured out now, you know? People have roommates in their 40s, you know? It's really a weird time. Anyway, small tangent. My point is TV development, scripted department, please create relatable content. I will work with you. I have writing packets. You know, I got the ideas. I have an internship. I interned at a TV development production company in New York City. You know, like, whoa, I love that stuff. Let me in the writer's room, like pre-production development aspect. Anyway, small tangent. Show the Lizzie McGuire revival. I was so excited they were going to make her age. They messed up. Can we talk about the Boy Meets World reboot? They messed that up. They messed it up. I wish that they had it for our age. Instead, they made it for another kid show. Messed it up. The whole nostalgia. I'm not watching no kid show. No, absolutely not. So the whole nostalgia aspect was just burned to waste because they had Topanga and Corey back, but as the parents, and the main storylines were the kids. Like, no, millennials, we are not watching no kid shows. It's so frustrating. The Boy Meets World reboot still upsets me. Like, don't even get me started. It should have been Man Meets World, and you could have the double M alliteration. Man meets metaverse, freaking AI. No, guys. All right, focus. Gotta love ADHD, guys. Oh, okay. Hello. To summarize, let's think about why was this project unfinished? Okay, that's my favorite thing. I like to analyze and be like, what can we learn? Okay, creative differences. This is what it comes down to, and money. Okay, so sounds like we have a lot of decision makers in this. Of course, multi-million-dollar project. So the vision was not matched with the support. I think it's fair to summarize it with that. Hilary Duff and the showrunner, the vision. Sounds like they didn't have the support of throwing it under like a PG umbrella. No, dude. Creative differences, the vision not matching with the support, and it sounds like a bunch of technical stuff. I believe probably Disney owns the rights to Lizzie McGuire, so, right? I don't know. Like, why can't they take it to Hulu? I would assume so. Now, guys, let's talk about this How I Met Your Father reboots. What are your takes? Please comment below your takes. I watched it while doing work with it. Like I was on my computer last night, just like watching it. And I don't know. I love Hilary Duff. Like, she can do no wrong. I will still watch it, but here's my bone to pick. I do not like how it was filmed. That whole multicam style, I don't like it. I don't, regardless if it was, like that sitcom-y stuff. And also, here's another bone to pick. Shows that are supposed to take place in New York City, but they're not actually filmed there. Like, I don't know. I'm getting a little worked up here. Shows that, like, hold on, let me Google. Was How I Met Your Father filmed in NYC? I'm going to say no. Like, I definitely saw scenes that were shot in New York. I love the Brooklyn Bridge scene. That was my favorite scene. Just seeing them on the Brooklyn Bridge. I think because I watch shows to live vicariously through people, and I want to be in New York, so it's kind of selfish of me too. Ha! I knew it. Guys, okay, according to the cinemaholic.com, written by Prina Sign, January 18th, 2022. It was filmed, reportedly takes place on the back lot of the Paramount Studios, located at 5515 Melrose Ave. Okay, that makes me angry. Dude, I legit can tell. Like, my intuition can sniff out if a show that takes place in New York is not filmed in New York. It actually churns my stomach. It's so tacky. Like, I cannot even get down with it. But love Hilary Duff. I support the staff, hardworking writers, hardworking productions people. Love production people. Best freaking hard workers ever. But I got a bone to pick. Producers. I get it's cheaper, but God, nothing is better than actually filming on the streets in New York. It's like there should be a rule. Don't even bother having a TV or movie based in New York if you don't show. Oh, God. Okay, and then also it's filmed a lot in Burbank. Okay, all right. So, and yeah, I'm sure a little bit was filmed in New York, but I just can't watch a show based in New York, not filmed there. I hate that. I can't take it. Like, I love Seinfeld. The excellent writing overrides that. I don't even care that it wasn't filmed in New York. Friends. Oh, I can't watch Friends. I watch it, but Pix 11. But it's like, I don't know. I watch it and I'm just watching it like the shit wasn't filmed in New York. It irritates me in a way I can't explain. I love New York. I love LA. Just show the actual locations. I love how Hilary Duff did not make a statement of a closed book yet. I love that. I love that. So take that tip away from you. It's okay to put a project on a shelf sometimes. It's totally okay. And it's okay to tell people, look, I don't know if it's going to happen. It may or may not. And that's it. You don't need to know it 100%. Totally okay. So much respects to Hilary Duff and the production team there. Also, I forgot this. There are 2 episodes finished. Can you guys leak that? Hilary, come on. I think they are holding on to it just in case if the reboot happens, but I kind of would love to see the. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm Amy Jans. Click subscribe, follow. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and all that. Bye. Oh, check out my vlogs. I can't commit to hey, check out my vlogs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I can't commit to saying when they'll be out, but I'm gonna try. I'm kind of slammed right now, but yeah, I will be trying to make more of them. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.